Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today we are back outside. It has been just so nasty and muggy and it's just been so hot. It's been so hot and disgusting even in the morning that I just didn't want to film outside anymore. So it is officially, I don't know if it's officially fall, but it officially feels like fall. So I am planning on, we're going to come out, because you can see it's kind of a mess a little bit in the background. It's just really kind of dirty. We're going to come out and clean everything up, and we had a bunch of spiders that moved in during the summer, so we've got to kind of knock down all the webs and do that stuff. So I'm pretty excited though, because this is a really nice porch. It just needs to be cleaned up a little bit because we kind of let it get away from us a little bit with all the other stuff we were doing. And our smoker broke. That's what really kept us inside, is we were out here all the time smoking stuff, but the smoker, something's busted in the back of it, so we really need to get that fixed, because I would like to smoke some chicken wings that are really good. But anyway, we're gonna be talking about my TBR for September. I know it's a little bit late. I have already started reading these books. Well, started reading one of these books, but as you guys know, it is the Magical Readathon, and that is the other reason that I don't film outside, is that we have a decent number of wasps. We've gotten rid of a lot of them, but they're kind of aggressive here. I feel like they weren't this aggressive in Charlotte. I feel like they've got territory out here, and we have found a lot of miniature beginnings of nests that we've knocked down, so they're just angry. So anyway, like I was saying, I got attacked by a wasp. I definitely cut that out because I looked terrifying when I was doing that. But anyway, like I was saying, we are going to be talking about my TBR for the Magical Readathon. I did skip the spring semester, but I did go back and look at what I've read over the past couple of months, and I kind of just counted stuff for that spring semester, so that because I hate non-completionist things. It drives me nuts. But we were so busy moving and doing other things and health things, and I just didn't feel like doing it. So I definitely skipped the spring semester. So now we are on the autumn equinox, I think, for 2024. And as usual, I think I originally was something else, but because I can't find any of my paperwork. It's somewhere in the closet or upstairs in the unfinished library, so I don't know where that paperwork is that has all my stuff on it. But I do remember that I was Demonology, and that's what I switched to, and that's what I'm going to continue with, even though the prompts are always so hard for the Demonology classes that I really was tempted to just be like, let me switch to something easier. Because she did put 2 new classes or 2 new majors up, and I was really tempted to switch to one of those because I don't remember what they were, but one of them was pretty cool. But I ended up deciding not to, and I just went with my regular Demonology because it just seems so interesting and something that I would do in real life if that was a thing. Which I think there are really demonologists out there, it's just not the same. It's not what I'm thinking of when I think of demonologists. So anyway, we have quite a list of books to read. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 books to read. I have already read one of them, which is really great, and it was a 5-star. It's a little sneak peek if you're watching this for the wrap up. It was a 5-star, and it was a 5-star prediction, so that was really fun. So anyway, being Demonology, I have to get an O in Elemental Studies, and that is favorite scent in title, cover, and author. I was very oh, this is gonna be kind of hard to find, but then I immediately saw this and I was like, oh, this is perfect. Sleep Like Death, literally an apple on the cover. I love the scent of apple, especially in the fall. It is one of the candles I always buy, candy apple scented things, or spiced apple, spiced cider, that kind of stuff. So literally perfect. I love the scent of apple things. So this shouldn't be too hard to get through either. It's quite short. I was trying not to pick really long books because this is just September and I have other things that I want to read. I just started reading Throne of the Fallen for some reason. I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying myself, but I have so many other things that I need to read that is not that. Maybe I can fit it in somewhere, but I don't think it fits any of these. Oh, you know what? We're gonna leave this alone. We're gonna leave this alone for now. Just know that Throne of the Fallen could fit for one of these. Okay, so next is I needed a Q in spells and incantations. Oh, and that's what I meant to say before the wasp attacked. Magical Readathon was created by, I cannot remember their YouTube name, but I'm gonna link them down below. I'm gonna link them down below, and I'm gonna link the opening for this autumn equinox video, but also go check out the original if you haven't done it yet. I'm really bad with names. I watch so many booktubers that I have a hard time keeping them straight sometimes. I'm just really bad with names. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have that linked. Definitely go check out those videos if you want to participate. Although I feel like most people know already what I'm talking about. This is like, I feel like the most popular readathon that goes on. Maybe potentially besides Summerween. I feel like they're pretty close. Like I said, I need a Q in spells and incantations, so I needed to read a book for both O and Q. So we have a 5-star prediction, which I have already read. So I'm 1 down, but I ended up reading Apprentice to the Villain. So this is definitely a 5-star prediction after how much I loved Assistant to the Villain. And I love this. I did give this a 5 star, so this ended up working out really well for me. I would go into a whole review, but that is not the point of this video. It is not the point of this video. So moving on, for Q, book shown in any video. And I definitely want, so that could be Throne of the Fallen. A lot of people have been talking about reading Throne of the Fallen. I think Mel Reads has shown it recently in a video, either on her regular page or her Patreon, but so that one would count, but I do really need to read this. It Ends With Us. Because of the movie coming out, there's been so many spoilers circulating around online because of the nature of the drama going on with the actors and the actresses in the movie. So I really need to read this before I read the ending because I will be very mad if this is spoiled for me after avoiding spoilers for so long. So I really want to read this, and then I do want to watch the movie to see what I think about the drama and stuff. Because again, I don't like forming an opinion unless I have all the information. So I would like to read that and go watch the movie. Next up is I need an O in Conjuration, which is bat on the cover. So be with me here. The Art Thief, this actually, the original cover has a bat on the cover. This is just like the Barnes & Noble exclusive, and there's bats there, but the original cover has like a giant bat on it, so I'm counting it. And there's bats on the sprayed edges, so I gotta count that too. But this should be a super easy one to get through, and I'm really interested in this. I love true crimey things, and this is like Art Thief true crime, so I think this is gonna be really good. And like I said, it's not very long. It's like 270 pages or something. I'm very excited, and it's like a very popular, or like everyone knows about this art case. So then Demonology, I need a D in Demonology, which is the highest level, so I have to read 3 books to pass Demonology. So for the O level, person who does not read for fun picks a book. So this is a hard one because I don't know anybody who doesn't read for fun. Like both of my parents read. I guess I could have, my sister-in-law reads. Pretty sure my brother reads. He at least read a lot as a kid, but I wasn't gonna ask him. Because we probably have very different tastes, and he would give me like a Stephen King book that's like 800 pages. My dad reads for fun. My mom reads for fun. My husband reads for fun. My husband probably reads the least because he listens to a lot of podcasts. So he used to listen to audiobook a lot, but he's kind of switched to podcasts. So I did end up asking him, and he was pretty much between Project Hail Mary and The Martian. So either one of those, I have The Martian on my Kindle, so either one of those, totally good to read. So I'm going to count that, even though he is a reader. He just doesn't read as much, and he reads totally different things than I do. So I'm going to count it, even though it's a little off. But I literally don't know anyone who doesn't read. Like, all of my friends read. My friend Marissa reads more than I do. The way she gets through books is insane. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So hopefully either Project Hail Mary or The Martian. And then the last book you bought or borrowed. I did not put that in this stack. Let me go find one. Why did I not think about that? Let me go, and it will be the last one I bought or borrowed, because it's like, I'm doing it right now live. I'm going to get it right now. Okay, I have 2 options because I literally got them on the exact same day. Well, I have a couple of options, but these are the ones that I think I will have the most fun with for this readathon. That will not take me a long time, because some of my other options are like the new Rainbow Rowell book, 3 Body Problem, which is really long, and I don't know about that one. There's a couple others that I borrowed, and then the other one that I bought is Black Sun, and I want to take my time with that one, because I think that one I'm gonna have a hard time with, just because I have a hard time focusing on more high concept books. So I don't want to rush that one by putting that one in a TBR. So that one is on my side table though. I do want to read that one. But my options that I think are going to be easy to get through, like very quick, fast paced. First option is the borrowed option, Look in the Mirror. I've been hearing really good things about this. I haven't liked it, Catherine Steadman. Catherine Steadman did the Family Game, right? Am I making that up? No, The Family Game. I gave The Family Game a 1 star, but I had a wildly good time reading it. I just didn't like the ending and what the story was telling us, and there were some major ick moments for me in that book. So I feel like I could like this if we don't have those ick moments and the ending's a little bit better. And it's not very long. I've heard, like I said, I've heard some really good things about this. So I think this is a really good option, and I literally just borrowed it like a couple days ago. And then this came out Tuesday, and I went and bought it Tuesday, thank God, because it's already like sold out of the Barnes and Nobles and the Books A Millions here. So I was shocked. The Games Gods Play, I have already started, like attempted to read this, but I wanted to read other things more. So I did not continue with it. It's funny because I literally just started watching Chaos on Netflix. That's the new Jeff Goldblum show where he is Zeus, and it's like current day Olympians, and it's taking place in, where is it, in California somewhere or something like that. And this is very similar already. Like that one's starting off already like we're going, and this one's also kind of like, the vibes are so similar that it kind of freaked me out. And I was like, I don't know if I want to be watching this and reading this at the same time. But I did also stop watching that because I didn't like the take that they were having on the Orpheus and Eurydice. I wasn't liking the take that they were having on that little love story because it's like the only good one in Greek mythology where like people actually love each other. So I didn't love where they were going with that story. Also, if you hear stuff falling off, there's like acorns or something on these trees. But yeah, so I wasn't liking the direction we were headed with that, so I'm really sad. So I did stop watching that. I'm probably gonna go back to it because it still sounds really good, but I'll probably read this first. I don't want to do them at the same time. So anyway, yeah, this is the brand new Red Tower release, and I've liked every Red Tower I've read so far, so I have very high hopes. I actually want to do a project where I read Red Tower books, so I have like all of them, so I would like to read them in a video to see my thoughts about them, like the other ones that aren't as popular. So the Run of the Holly Library, which just kind of died off really fast, the Broken something, I don't remember, it's the red cover, that one. Haven't really heard anything about that one. And then this one had a really good campaign, but I haven't heard anyone actually talking about if they like it or not. It just had a really good marketing campaign. So we have some to pick from. And then I think, oh, I also have the circus one, and that one I have not heard good things about. So we've got a lot of options for that video. So I think that's what I might do with that. So anyway, I totally went off on a tangent. Anyway, last one that we have to read to get a D in Demonology, which is the highest level, I need to read the oldest book on my TBR. So this one does have a little bit of a caveat because I am not reading the oldest book on my TBR because I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is, and that annoys me, and it would drive me crazy, but I'm not moving all of my books upstairs. If I happen, because I am actively working on my library upstairs, there's piles everywhere. I posted a video or a picture of it back in the community tab a couple months ago. There's just all of my books are upstairs just in piles while I try and sort stuff out, and I'm eventually going to paint the room and put up shelves. It's a big project and it's a little overwhelming. So I'm very slowly working on it because of my health, and it would probably be done by now if I didn't feel like ass all the time. But yeah, I don't know where it is. It is in Cold Blood by Truman Capote. I would like to read it. Don't know where it is. It also always has like the longest wait at the library. No matter when, no matter what's happening, it always has the longest wait on the library. So I'm just gonna, yeah. Anyway, the second longest I've had on my TBR, I believe, there's like a couple that kind of tie. I know the Truman Capote I've had for a really long time. The other one is the first book in the Temporary series, His Majesty's Dragon. I would like to read this series. I have liked almost everything that Naomi Novik has written except for Spinning Silver. Spinning Silver was the only one that I still gave it a 3, but I didn't love it like I loved her other books. So I'm nervous because I'm sure this is totally different than A Deadly Education or Uprooted. So I am quite nervous. And this is an older book, I want to say, right? I want to say this is like high fantasy or mid fantasy. And it's 2006, so That's okay. I was thinking it was like in the 90s. So that makes me feel a little bit better. But I have had this on my TBR for a very long time. So we are hopefully finally going to get to this. And if I'm enjoying this halfway through or like 100 pages in, I might go get the bigger copy because I don't like reading these. I used to like reading mass market paperbacks, but I feel like I don't anymore. I do like how this book smells. You can tell this is old. It smells like an old book, like an old library. So anyway, those are all the books that I'm going to be trying to read in September. Like I said, I have already finished Apprentice to the Villain. I am 100 pages into Throne of the Fallen, which I probably will end up counting for books shown in any video because, oh God, I really need to read It Ends With Us. I don't know. There's so many things. There's so many thoughts running through my head. Anyway, if you guys are participating in the Magical Readathon, definitely let me know what you guys are reading, what your like major or subject is, what you guys are reading, and how it's going so far. How's it going? Because otherwise, that's everything I got for you guys. You should subscribe so you miss any future content. Like I said, we are doing book box things. We have our book club. Our book club this month is Amina's Adventures. What is it? The Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi. That's our book for this month. That will be posting at the end of the month or beginning of next month. So you don't want to miss any of that stuff. And definitely make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. And that is everything I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.